Hello, welcome back to another trigonometry video for Math 20. Today we're going to do another example involving the sine law. Alright, this is another problem which I have to draw the triangle. That's something we're expected to do. So here in triangle PQR, we know angle P is 36 degrees, angle side P is 24.8 meters, and Q is 23.4 meters. Draw the triangle. I should do it even though I don't tell you in the question, and determine the measure of angle R. So let's draw the picture. Once again, it will be a good idea to draw a somewhat generic triangle. Right? This will become even more important when we jump into the next section involving the sine law. So P, Q, and R. Angle P is 36 degrees. Little p is 24.8 meters. And Q is 23.4 meters. Okay, I didn't write down little r. I can label it, but it's not mentioned in the question, so that's not too important. And of course, we're looking for angle R. So first check, can we use sine law? Let's see, we're given an angle and side. So we're given side, angle. Okay, we're given side, and an angle. So yes, we should be able to use sine law. To use sine law, we need to identify, to use sine law, we need to identify a known side and pair. In this case, our known pair is angle P and side P. So we know that as well. We're looking for our unknown. Of course, our x is angle R, which is our x. Of course, in order to use sine law, we have to use its corresponding opposite side, little r. Okay, little r. But then we can set up and try to solve for it. So we'll see. Okay, so let's start with known. R over sine of R. Doesn't matter which version you use. Which is solving for an angle, so probably want to use this first. So sine R over R is equal to sine P over P. Alright? And as soon as you write this down, you'll recognize, looks like we run into a little problem here. Okay, what's the problem? Well, we know these two. This is unknown, so this is no problem. But we don't know big R or little r. Don't know either. What can we do? This does happen, okay? Sometimes we want to use sine law directly to find our answer, but doesn't quite work. So, we're stuck. Now, don't give up. Be creative. Think about what we have learned before. Okay, is there something we can find instead that can help us find angle R? So sine law. Okay, so sine law doesn't work. Oops. I'll change color to blue. So sine law doesn't work. At least for R. Okay, at least for R. So what can we do instead? Well, if sine law doesn't work for R, what can we find instead? Maybe find something else indirectly that can help us. Well, if we cannot find R, maybe let's find Q, right? Let's find Q. If you got stuck, try to find something else that you can find. Okay, and that is problem solving. So let's stop here. We do something else. So what we're going to do is we're going to find Q instead. Maybe that help us. Q maybe. Okay, think about why finding Q would help us. Let's call this Why would this help us? Okay, some of you probably see it already. But proper problem solving, let's find what we can and see if it helps us. Doesn't help us, we throw it away. Let's find Q. So we have angle Q and side Q. So let's set up again. So sine of Q, which we're looking for, over side Q is equal to sine of R over little r. Let's see if we know everything here. Oh, why did I say R and little r? I meant P and little p. We know the P and P pair, and we know little q. Perfect. We know 3 of the 4. We can solve for the last one. So sine of Q over 23.4 meters. Oh, do not need to worry about the units. Is equal to sine of 36 degrees over 24.8. Okay, after some work, sine of Q will equal to, I multiply both sides by 23.4, of course. Okay, will be approximately 0.5546, etc. So Q is, of course, approximately, by taking the sine -1 of it, will give us about 33.6834, etc. degrees. What's going on? That's a funny degree symbol. Oh, why is it so... Ooh. There we go. I don't know why it's so big. There we go. It's better. So we found Q. But remember, we're not looking for Q. We're looking for R. So how can we find R? Okay. Now to find R, we know Q. Maybe we should write it in. 33.6834 degrees. Hey, wait a second. Aren't the angles inside a triangle add up to 180? Ah, that's right. Even though we didn't get our answer right away, we can use Q to find R. R is just 180 minus 36 degrees. And, I should probably write out the full thing. 180 degrees minus angle P and angle Q, which give us 180 minus 33 point something. I'm gonna not write the whole thing out. And plus 36 something. And the final answer, of course, was correct 3 sig digs, gave us approximately 110 degrees. So that is the final answer for our angle R, 110 degrees. So this is trigonometric problem solving. Okay, at first you can see that your sine law or cosine law might not work immediately to give you the answer. You have to use a different one. Okay, either find a different angle, okay, using sine law or cosine law, okay, and use that angle or side, find the angle you actually need. Maybe either using sine law, cosine law again, or using simple angle add up to 180, like the one you've seen here. Okay, so indeed you are expected to be a little adaptive. Okay, this is only one example where you have to be adaptive. Okay, sometimes you have to use the sine law to find the missing side, and then using that missing side, apply cosine law to find your answers. Sometimes you do the other way around. You need to use cosine law first, find the missing angle, and then use that missing angle and its opposite side, find the rest of the triangle. Okay, you have to be adaptive. Okay, you might use sine law combined with cosine law, like I just said, or you might use sine law to find the angle and use a basic geometry to find the rest. Be adaptive and take everything you learned, combine them. And the general tip is, if you get stuck, see what you can find and see if that information helps you. Okay, general tip for problem solving. And with that, we're going to do a wrap up of basic sine law. Basic sine law. We do have one more topic on sine law we're going to talk about in our next video, because it turns out for sine law, it is possible to have multiple answers. Okay, they are called ambiguous cases, and we'll take a look at those ambiguous cases in our next video. And with that, thank you for watching. I hope you have a good day.